Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the What the Football channel. This is the BH and Scrubber Show. And on today's show, we are going to be talking about the upcoming Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Washington Commanders in Commander Coliseum. So it is going to be a home game. Also, too, be sure to check into this channel on Sunday at 1 o'clock, where we do the play-by-play live reaction show. And BH is going to be in the chat room answering all your questions. Please show up. It's a lot of fun. Also, too, this past Tuesday was a really, really big day for Washington, D.C., as you all know and have probably heard that we traded away for Marshawn Lattimore. So
Yeah.
that's as political as I get. So welcome, BH.
Hey, man. Yeah, man. Good to be here. Yeah, interesting. I know he's had that hamstring issue. Lattimore has, but we had to do something. I think it was a smart move. Going into next season, we're going to need two outside corners, one way or the other. I mean, I love Iggy. I mean, St-Juste. I don't know. I don't know if St-Juste can come back from the beatings he's had. I hope he can. Iggy is just Igbinoghene. He's just a guy. We got Mike Sainstrill in the slot, but we're going to need two outside guys.
Yeah.
Whether we drafted them, whether we got free agents, so are we going to be on the hook for some $25 million stud free agent? There's a few out there. What if we don't get a first round corner? What if the way the draft goes, we get a real good third round corner? Well, do you want to put a third round corner as your number one corner? Maybe not. Mm-hmm. So we since we got to get two anyway, we got one. So I'm glad to have him in here. I think it's going to really take the pressure off our other corners because they're not so elevated, having to play the number ones and number twos, and get Saints still back at the slot, man, because Iggy's doing a good job on coverage. But I've been watching his numbers, his tackling and run. They're running at him. His tackling is not good, and his run D slipped really bad. It's almost like the coordinators are starting to see, hey, go over that way towards him. Because it's not a strong point, but his coverage has been good. So I'm not going to knock him. But, now you can get guys in their natural position. And so I think it's going to help everybody. But, yeah, this is a big game, man. This is, we were geeked up for Cincinnati on Monday night. Our boys took care of business. We were geeked up. They flexed that Chicago game. It was the number one pick against the number two pick, and we all know that was off the hook. And so here we are again, and this is, without a doubt, and I'm sure you would not disagree, this is our biggest challenge.
Yeah.
These guys are for real, all across the board. And I'm going to look at our offense against their defense. And once again, kind of like I talked about the Bears, the Bears were good at all three levels. Their front line, their linebacking crew, strong safety, and then their DBs. I never felt with that team that you could attack a weakness. And it's the same here with these guys. Really good. They have excellent safeties, Minkah Fitzpatrick and Deshaun Elliott, and that D-line, man, with TJ Watt and Cam Hayward. That's a lot. And I got Alex Highsmith, the linebacker, a solid guy. Patrick Queen's there, but actually the guy who's really getting the best ratings and doing the best work is someone I don't follow the Steelers. His name's Landon Roberts, and I was kind of reading some of his stuff. He's excelling in that 3-4-D as a linebacker. So there's another guy. This will present an incredible challenge, man, because their safeties can come up and hit the run, and they can pass cover very well. So you're not going to be able to put them in a bad spot, if they're in coverage, because they're good at both. TJ Watt's a handful. I am a little worried about the TJ Watt against Wiley matchup. I'm sure we have a plan, which includes, getting the running back over there because that guy's a terror, dude. So this will be the biggest challenge. We won't have B-Rob.
Nope.
So, yeah, I mean, Eckler did pretty good, and I think at the end of the game, we brought in our who was our young running back?
Chris Rodriguez.
Yeah, got Rodriguez in there. He seemed to get better as the game went on. I really hope they bring him in on first downs and pound the rock at those
Yeah.
guys because we can't have Jaden throwing 47 times. I mean, we got to commit to the run. That's all there is to it. I know these guys are tough, but if we get him back there and TJ Watt's teeing off, forget it, man. It's gonna be a long day. So I did get a little chance to watch our O line on some all 22. They're playing really good.
They are.
This will be a challenge, but I watch, and boy, Brandon Coleman, he had a ton. I didn't get that on our show against the Giants. We talked about how well Brandon Coleman did, but I got to really watch him. And man, for a rookie in only his ninth game, man, he was out against that stud pass rusher. I forget his name.
Lawrence.
No, they had the guy on the outside. I keep wanting to say Josh Allen. He was a
Josh Sweat.
no, I can't remember. Yeah, anyway, but he was the number 10 in pressures in the NFL. Well, we know he had no pressures, and of course, we know their whole team had no sacks. So, anyway, it'll be a challenge. It's going to be fun. I'm really excited. I mean, let's face it, this is a name team. This is the Steelers. They're constantly good. They do things well. So, they're going to have their hands full. I think they're going to, draw up a really killer game plan. They know what they're dealing with here. That's one good thing about the Steelers. There's no surprises, the way they run things and how they are. But another thing about them, quickly before I kick it over to you, so we can hear about our defense, is they haven't played. People say we haven't played great teams, but look at their schedule. They have not played a lot of great teams in the last 3 games. Oh my God, like the Jets, the Giants, and I forget the other team. I mean, you got teams like on suicide watch,
Yeah.
and then the one before that streak, they actually lost to the Cowboys 4 weeks ago. You're like, what? So anyway, they're good, but I mean, they haven't been truly tested really. So that's a good omen.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we're going to give them that test, and I think we can. Their defense is much better than their offense. They really rely on their defense they got a good run stopping defense. The only weakness they might have in their defense is even though they've got a lot of interceptions, but they do allow some passing yards per game. So if you can get passing on them, like you said, work the rock. They know how to stop the rush. They're like 4th in stopping the rush. So big on that. So like you said, get that started early. As far as their offense is concerned, of course, they've got Russell Wilson. It's going to be his 3rd game. He's been doing pretty good. I personally don't care for Russell Wilson. So the one way you attack Russell Wilson is you keep him contained. He doesn't scramble as good as he used to. And if you can get him to scramble, he sometimes is a turnover machine. He'll fumble the ball. If you can get him to do that. Also, too, he has trouble seeing over the middle. So if you can cinch up the middle, get him to throw to the boundaries. He does like to throw the moon ball. So there's opportunities there to create interceptions, create turnovers. They've got some really they've got who is it, George Pickens, a really good receiver. I think our boy Benjamin St-Juste can match up good against him. So he's a 50-50 ball guy. He's a speedster, but I think St-Juste can handle it. They've got a couple other guys too. What is Jalen? They just picked up Mike Williams.
Yeah.
I don't know how much of a factor he's going to be because he's brand new to the system. So we'll see how that works out. They got a couple other guys. Who's that? Van Jefferson.
Yep.
And I can't read that right there, my scribbling. But anyways, that guy's really good too. So they do have lots of people that Russ can throw to.
Yeah, Calvin Austin.
Thank you so much. Yeah,
right.
He's good. He's been working his way up. He's been working his way in because he's been getting more opportunity is why. So the more you play, the better you get. Of course, their running game is their big game. They got Najee Harris.
Yep.
He's a killer. They got what's that guy? Jalen Warren.
Jalen Warren. Yep.
Really awesome. And also too, I think Cordarrelle Patterson.
Yeah.
Oh my God. He's tore us up in the past. I think he was playing for Atlanta.
Yeah, he was
for a couple seasons, and he was just tearing us apart. So we're really going to have to stop that run. That's going to be a tough thing to do. That's something that they do very well. We're going to have to get our front line is going to just have to stiffen up. We're going to have to bring up, Frankie Luvu is going to have to step up. Quan Martin is going to have to step up in there. And of course, Jeremy Chin, he's been doing fantastic. So I expect him to step up and take care of business on the run game. So if we can slow that run game down just a little bit, enough, stop them on about 2 or 3 drives, maybe get a turnover, and hope that our offense can capitalize and get the point. It's going to be a close game if you ask me. It is at home, so I think we've got the advantage there.
Yeah, that helps a ton.
They'll fill the crowds. The crowds will fill the stadium. And I look for a really, really good game.
Yeah, I think so. It's going to be something else. And I do know we got some weather there. They're talking about a 38% chance of rain.
Good.
Only 9-mile-an-hour wind. So to me, that's really, a little slippery on the ball maybe, but it's nothing terrible. The Mike Williams, you made a great point about Ben St-Juste. Playing tall receivers that are long striders, deep ball kind of guys. That fits his style. Like the worst thing for him is a guy like Zay Jones. Or Calvin Austin. Don't let him cover Calvin Austin, because he'll just be chasing them all around the field. But having said that, we can have some success. I just really think we're going to have to, I wouldn't say sell out for the run, but Chin and Luvu. Chin's going to have to come up. We're just going to have to do it and tell the guys in the back, hey, stay with your guy, man, because we're just not going to let these guys chew us up and down the field with 75-yard drives all day long. We're just not. You're going to have to make plays, and we're going to have to be judicious in how we bring guys up. But I think a lot of that, though, it helps, like you said, because Russ is not a scrambler. And I'm not saying you don't have to worry about him, but really, he's damn near a non-factor. He can, you don't ever see a Russell Wilson design run anymore, except maybe, if he goes back and they split and he can run right up the center and he'll run and slide and get 8 yards. But other than that, man, this is a guy you can contain and make him, like you said, throw over the middle. And hey, who knows Russ better than Coach and Bobby Wagner?
Yeah.
They know him like they know his 10. So you got Coach knows how to go against him. Bobby Wagner's on the field with the green dot, telling guys, picking up on things, watching him, knowing how he acts, knowing what he does. But that'll be really important. Just can't let their run game get off on us. Can't let their blitzes and pass rush get off on us. Got to keep that stuff at bay, and then we can control this game. So I'm looking forward to it. I'll be there. I'll be there on Sunday. It's a 1:00 game on the East Coast.
It's 1:00 here. Going to be on CBS. Here, at least, it's going to be on CBS. Hopefully, I'll get to see it.
Yeah.
Call it off the TV, and should be good. Lots of fun.
Oh, I'm glad you're going to be calling it off the TV, because I'm not getting it. So you'll be my play-by-play guy, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Join us on Sunday, everybody.
All right, man.